with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. This is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce.
They're going to have a few games in a row here at home. This is a prime time opportunity for them to establish some rhythm and momentum going forward.
Wow, Julius Randle with a little flavor on the finish.
You know, a reliable veteran like Julius Randle is so valuable. He provides a foundation for everyone else to play off of because they know he'll be there to score and help out. He makes it easier for other players to succeed around him.
And here are the Clippers now. After the basket by Charlotte. Pass to Dunn. There's the triple. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
This guy is quickly developing into an outstanding playmaker, Josh Giddey. Nice setup.
Here's Ball. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now here's Randle. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Moments ago, Tyronn Lue and I were able to chat. I talked with Coach about LaMelo Ball and what he said to his guys before the game, and he said to me, I just told our guys to be active out there. LaMelo is an energetic, springy player, and we can't let him out-hustle and outwork us. LaMelo is a challenging assignment for any defense. We'll see how this unfolds. Guys?
Great work, Allie. Thanks. And Williams punches it home.
Making the most of the second chance opportunity.
Hey, the hustle is real, and the hustle is rewarded. Pass to Randle. Dunn outside. Puts one up from 19. Just 5 on the clock. Beyond the arc. Randle with it. Fades away. Williams grabs the board.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
It's so interesting, Grant. Younger fans may not realize the Clippers had a lot of rough seasons early on.
Well, you know, B.A., that's one way to put it. You know, in their first 27 years in L.A., they only made the playoffs 4 times. But things have definitely changed. Owners have changed. And now they're postseason regulars in the league.
Leonard. Oh, he sticks that one from 20 feet.
Well, what makes Kawhi so problematic in the pick and roll? He can do about anything he wants out of it, including keep the basketball.
Now here's Ball. Continuing to put up the points, averaging 14 per game.
Come on, what's better than a perfectly timed alley-oop? Mr. Miller, have at it.
Here's Randle. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Personal foul.
You know, part of what makes Julius Randle so effective is that spin move, Doris.
He does like to use that on the interior against taller players to get enough separation. But the number of finishing moves that guy has off the spin, it is really an effective tool. Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
And there's the lob. Williams misses.
Well, he saw the play coming together, but the timing was just a little off.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that. How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Ball no good.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
And there's the screen. Leonard for 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Leonard's got 5 now.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc. Grabs the board and goes right in for the putback. I love it, B.A.
Yeah, wanting to close the gap. Makes sense to get aggressive on the glass here. Pass to Dunn. Now Randle. This shot's good on the assist by Giddey. Give him 8 points now.
getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Here's ball, and the layup is good off the glass.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Dunn outside. Leonard outside. Takes the three. Garuba with a rebound. Hornets trail by 7. Here's Miller. And a miss there on the triple.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
Got it off in time. No good. Misses at the buzzer. What a performance for Julius Randle. He has been the story for the Hornets. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been thus far.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, a lot of new developments for the Clippers this season, and obviously they have the new arena, new designs for their logo, jerseys, and court. Not only that, their G League team moving into a brand new arena in Oceanside, renewing the San Diego Clippers moniker. Brian, a lot to be excited about for this Clips team.
No question. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you. The Hornets are in the midst of a playoff drought. Their last appearance was 2015, Doris.
Yeah, B.A., that's the longest active streak in the league, not something you'd love to be associated with. And listen, like other organizations, they've hit on some draft picks, they've missed on some draft picks. A lot of the problem has been injuries that have plagued this organization.
Bogdanovich, no good. Hornets trail by 3. Here's Mann. That misses. Had a chance to tie it.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Here's Jones. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. And about a minute gone in the second quarter. Jackson on the wing. Van Vliet with it. Still without a bucket. Lopez can't hit. Batum outside. Pass to Zubac. Jones with the ball. And the 3 off target.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Man misses. The Clippers lead by 3. Here's Jones. Back to Zubac. Outside Simmons. Now here's Batum. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Pass to Mann. And here's Lopez. The 3 is up. That's good. His first made shot in 3 attempts.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, partner.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's funny to watch the game evolve. The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Now here's Ball. 6 points for him. Back to Williams. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. And Giddey has got the ball here for the Clippers. No points yet here in the second quarter for him. Randle, left side. Outside Giddey. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. And the Clippers miss again. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. Miller. And it's Giddey with the rebound. So it's Los Angeles now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And right away, Brandon Miller showed that he was a star in the making, Grant.
Yeah, he's a 3-level scorer, B.A. He's very fluid as a player, and he makes the game look so easy. And he hasn't even grown into his body yet.
Here's Miller. The Clippers getting their last shot to go. Fires in the triple. Miller's got 5 now.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
And here's Giddey. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Fast break. Here come the Hornets.
Oh, boy, this guy is dynamic in the open floor. You love when Josh Okogie uses his defense to generate offense. That is nicely done.
Pass to Giddey. Down low. Here's Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though. Now here's Ball. 6 points for him. Right side, Williams. Miller outside. Second chance effort. Oh, the block shot. Grabs it out of the air. Here's Coffey. No points so far. Randall, good.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Ball surveys the floor. The kick out to Williams. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. Here's Coffey. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Now Ball with the crossover. Ball ventures inside and converts.
Yes, sir. LaMelo Ball has handles, folks. He can get where he wants to on the floor. What a move.
Smith outside. There's a screen. Back to Giddey. Smith outside. 5 to shoot. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Now one on Ball. And in recent seasons, Grant, almost no team's been hit by the injury bug as much as the Hornets.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, you wonder what they could have done if they'd stayed healthy. They built the team around key players, and those guys have just missed a lot of time.
Now here's Mann. He's got 5. Here's Van Vliet. The shot off that time.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Pass to Bargnani. Outside Giddey. Rebounded by Lopez. Hornets trail by 3. And there's the call on Dennis Smith. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Here's Mann. And Charlotte again with the bucket. Now Los Angeles with it. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Leonard on the wing. Randall on the screen. Smith outside. Pass to Bargnani. On target from range.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Here's Lopez. Outside Mann. No coverage that time. Mann's got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Pass to Bargnani. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Kawhi understands now. He commands so much attention that his passing ability has got to be on point.
Now here's Lopez. Lopez, the screen. Six on the shot clock. Here's Mann. He got a piece of it. In transition, here they come. Leonard gets there for the fast break finish.
Well, that's about recognizing a transition opportunity when it presents itself. Nice job by Kawhi Leonard.
And it's Van Vliet off the drive. Pass this along. Offline with a three.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Inside. Leonard outside. Here's the pick. That's tipped. And it's stolen by Van Vliet. Soft touch off the glass. Van Vliet's got his first 2 points.
You simply have to love Fred Van Vliet's energy, giving it to you on both ends of the floor, defense and offense.
Leonard for three. The rebound by Jackson. Hornets trail by 4. Well, Doris, there's one thing for sure. When Kawhi Leonard is available, he's elite.
There's no question about it, Brian. And it's so difficult to watch a player who cares so deeply about the game as Kawhi does not have his body hold up. It's been unfortunate over the years to see the toll injuries have taken on his career. But boy, oh boy, clutch, skilled, competitive, tough, every attribute you could want.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
We know Kawhi Leonard is a former Finals MVP. Jimmy Butler said, there are guys that are like, quote, I'm going to find the best way to win. In a 7-game series, I'm going to get the best of you in the end. Kawhi's definitely up there. Whatever he's got to do, he is going to find a way. And Brian, Butler would know a thing or two about that, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you know that. No question about his abilities. And given LaMelo Ball is 6'7", how does this give him an advantage in his position, Greg?
Well, B.A., he's able to score on smaller guards as well as see over them and find his teammates. His height and quick decision-making are real weapons.
Now here's Simmons. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. That one's good for 2.
If there's a teammate open on the floor, Simmons will put it on time and on target.
The kick out to Williams. Pass to Okogie. And here's Ball. Lets the three fly. Charlotte, no good that time either.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Here's Eubanks. Williams defending. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Leonard can't get it to go. Here's Okogie. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Clippers ahead, up by 4. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter when we return.
34.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Los Angeles leading by 4. Leonard outside. Let's go with a 3. Look at Leonard, dialed in from deep.
He's taking what he can get here, has a 3 in each half.
Now here's Ball. That one goes. Count it.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the Rock inside and convert.
Pass to Bargnani. Leonard outside. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Obviously, everyone knows about the defense of Kawhi Leonard, but Graham, his shooting is overlooked.
Yeah, you know, he's at about 40% from 3 for his career. You combine that with his wing defense, you get a one-of-one player capable of carrying a team.
Now here's Ball. There's a screen from Garuba. Ball no good. And Giddey has got the ball here for Los Angeles. Takes a three. Garuba with a rebound.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game.
And Ball throws it down.
There is just such enthusiasm, such a love for the game with LaMelo. Shot after shot going down.
Pass to Dunn. They set a pick. Now Leonard. Shot clock at 6. Here's Bargnani. And he stays with it.
Usman Garuba. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And just about a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Randall outside. Clock at 6. Oh, and there's the whistle. He was going up for the layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it or not. So we got a couple of free throws coming up.
Guys, what you love about Julius Randle is the well-rounded nature of his game. Because he works so hard on his shooting ability, it makes his dribble drive that much more dangerous.
There's a screen from Garuba. There's Ball with a three. Wow, how about the range of LaMelo Ball?
Wow, LaMelo is always a tough matchup, but tonight, almost impossible.
Pass to Randall. It's Giddey on the wing. Here's Bargnani. Back to Giddey. From deep three-point range. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Hornets trail by 4. Here's Miller. No good on the shot. Randall with some nice D. It's Giddey on the wing. Knocks it loose. Ball with it. Dunn in his pocket. Left side Williams. Pass to Okogie. Ball outside to the paint. Garuba. The kick out to Ball. Miller on the wing. Second chance shot. Outside Giddey. Leonard outside. Now here's Giddey. Here's Bargnani. Williams defending. Leonard outside. Randall outside. This one for 3. Here's Bargnani. To the inside. Now the Hornets moving it up. Looking to get it going. And Miller with the lay-in.
Wow, the young sir, Brandon Miller, in a big moment. I got you, folks.
Some changes for Charlotte. 1:19 left in the fourth quarter. Leonard right side. Randall with it. Back to Leonard. And the Clippers miss again.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Van Vliet outside. Pass to Lopez. Oh, wow! A huge basket to tie the game.
Big-time shot, sending his teammates into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Randall. And miss after miss right now. The ball's knocked loose. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock.
Wow, Josh Giddey might be young, folks, but a fearless big-time bucket right there.
And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. What's the best strategy for him?
More than enough time to get a bucket.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, guys, because the defense doesn't want to foul here.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Charles Lee said to the team. With the game so close, he wanted his team to stay aggressive, saying, don't be a watcher, be an actor. Go out and make something happen on the court. Don't let it come to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again.
Well, LaMelo Ball relishes these moments. That young man has no fear.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. 19 seconds left in the fourth. And it's the Hornets on the break. Here's Okogie. Count it!
That's an important bucket. Now they have to guard the perimeter tight. No threes at all.
Here's Giddey. It's in! And tie game! Huge basket right there. Here's Miller. Oh, offline! Time expires. We're going to overtime. And we'll be back. Boy, these teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters. Now we're headed to overtime. This one should be fun. Here we go. And here's Ball. For 3. Kept alive. Miller outside. Knocked loose. And stolen by Leonard. Jumps up. Oh, Leonard! A special delivery.
You know, many consider this guy the best two-way player in the world, and you love that Kawhi Leonard's defense, he is the guy that finishes. That's appropriate.
The great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. Pass to Dunn. To the middle. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Hey, they really needed that one. Big-time move inside.
Has the ability to score against size, and those were crucial.
Up top, Miller. Back to Ball. And here's Miller. Over Leonard. No good, off the front rim.
I'm sure if he had the chance to do that possession over again, he would not have taken the shot.
From deep, Giddey. Hits the three-pointer. And now it's a 5-point Clipper lead.
Boy, if this becomes a consistent part of Josh Giddey's game, look out, because that three-point shot is going to make him so dangerous.
Here's Miller. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And here are the Clippers now. Leonard for 3. 6 to shoot. Here's Jones. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. That's on Mark Williams.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
He gets the first, and that narrows the gap to 7.
One thing that impresses you about LaMelo, the way he reads defenses and makes the game easier for everyone around him.
He showed a lot of composure that trip to the line. Now it's almost a one-possession game.
Here's Jones. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Outside Giddey. Tries again. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. That free throw good from Giddey.
You've got to show composure, and he comes through right when the team needs him most.
Here's Ball. Pass to Garuba. Back to Ball. Here's Garuba. And here's Miller. Leonard defending. Fires the 3. And Miller good for 3. And now They decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. He's off on the free throw, unable to get the second one to drop.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
Pass to Leonard. Back to Giddey. So the Clippers win it. They escape with the W, even though they needed a few extra minutes.